Okay.
Okay.
Give it 1 second.
Oh.
Okay, we're good now. We're hello. We're good now.
Yay! All right, we're back and on purpose this time.
I'm sorry, everybody. I really am.
All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the finale, Make, Sell, Cry Percent, as is tradition here. I am TrainerAnade, your host lead and your host for this final section. And I need to start us off with, we had some last minute donations. We had $104 from Anonymous, $1 from Jupi saying, "Hi Prevent-A-Thon, happy 15K," and $5 from Herminator07. Thank you so much. That, in fact, brought us over the total of $15,000 raised lifetime between all of our Prevent-A-Thons.
Claps in chat.
Yes, definitely. Claps in chat. Thank you so much. And if you want to send in any more last minute donations, I will read them out, but we don't want to take forever on this. So I just want to say thank you to everyone who's been involved, our volunteers, our staff, our runners, our commentators, our viewers, our donators, every single person. We appreciate all of you. None of this would be possible without you. And a special shout out to all of the hosts. Every single host we've had this event was absolutely amazing, including a number of hosts who were first-time hosts. And I just want to give all of them extra shout-outs. But we don't want to take forever, so I'm going to pass it off to one of our host staff who is here in the call with me, Misha.
Thank you, Anade. Yeah, I'm organMike or Misha or whatever. I am thrilled to be part of this, as I always am thrilled to be part of Prevent-A-Thon. Sel, you put on a good show, and I love being part of it, and I wish I could have been more part of it, but my goodness, this has been a weekend. And yet you've got me here, even though I bailed out on host staffing yesterday, and you had me give interview one of the most fun people I've ever had a chance to talk to. That was such a good time. I always have a great time with Prevent-A-Thon people. Chat, I think we can hit 4K by the end of this finale, don't you? I believe, chat. All right, that's enough for me. You don't need to hear more out of this. We'll see you at Prevent-A-Thon. What number are we up to? 7? 7?
7.
Yeah, 7. Cool. We'll see you at Prevent-A-Thon 7.
All right, we're going to hear now from some of our, actually first, I'm going to give it a second. We're going to hear from some of our GC members, producers. These are critical people. I mean, all volunteers are very critical, but like without GC and without producers, this event would really struggle to run. So we're going to kick it off to Dane first, and then Anade, I think a donation just came in. So we'll go to Anade after Dane.
Hello, everyone. My name is Dangerous. You just heard me for like 2 hours hosting the end of Sonic Block, and I got to do 2 runs for this event. I was part of Games Committee for this event. This is the 3rd time I think I've done Games Committee for smaller marathons, and it was definitely one of my most treasured opportunities. So thank you again, Sel, for having me on. It was a pleasure being here, and yeah, I don't want to take up too much time, so I'm going to send it off to back to Anade.
All right, we got another donation in, $5 from Caitlin saying, "Is Sel crying yet? Thank you for the work you do." Maybe? I don't know. Chat, I think you have to try a little bit harder. Come on, we're not quite there yet. We need the full cry.
All right, Demasu, you're next.
I just wanted to say it was wonderful working with all y'all. You put on a wonderful marathon for such a wonderful cause, and it's just been great being a part of it. So thank you.
Thank you. James.
Hi, I'm James. Some of you know me, some of you don't. But Sel, I gotta thank you first. You were amazing. Thank you for inviting me to be a part of this marathon, especially a marathon that supports a charity like Little Warriors. I know that there are probably many other volunteers like me who may or may not be willing to share their stories, but for me, I am a survivor of child sexual abuse. And for that, doing work here at Prevent-A-Thon and raising money for Little Warriors is very meaningful to me. And to see the donations and the love and the support that you all in the chat put in and push forward, and the love and support that everyone here on Games Committee, everyone that has volunteered, everyone that has helped, it means a lot. So thank you, everyone. And if you've got anything left to put forward, anything that you have to spare to donate, put it forward towards a group like Little Warriors. And thank you all so much.
Yeah, we love you, James, and all the other survivors too. We love you all as well. Jupi.
Hi, I'm Jupi. Also known as Cute Thangies. I want to thank Cell because God did you push me to do a lot of things this year. I've been so happy to be doing, like, thanks to you actually pushing me to do volunteering for so many events. Like, my first volunteering for Prevent-A-Thon was last Pat, and I was so happy to like be part of it, despite the fact that I was not supposed to be. It came really out of nowhere, and you're amazing at pushing like the best out of volunteers. I think like you have been an immense force for all of us, and I'm so happy to be part of events like those.
Oh,
Thank you.
okay. I am starting to cry.
So it begins, chat.
Before we
Someone check the timer.
Anade, do you want to tell folks about something that I just stealthily opened while people were talking?
Well, there happens to be a secret extra final milestone that is the Prevent-A-Thon 5 total, which is $3,615.50, and we're less than $25 off of it, y'all. And I'm going to add an extra. Cell before this call was like, there is no way we're going to match that. We're not meeting that. So I'm going to put in a personal challenge of, come on, y'all, $25. Can we do $25 in the next like 5-10 minutes, please?
You will cry if you do.
Yes, 100%.
I'm already crying on camera, chat.
Yes.
Make Cell cry too, please.
I have to go last. I'm definitely. Oh.
This is a co-op run.
Curry, your turn.
My turn? All right. Hello, my name is Kuritas, but you can also call me Curry for short. Where do I go with this? It has been such an honor and a pleasure just seeing how things work behind the scenes, and for being part of this to begin with. I didn't really know what I was signing up for. If you remember back to some of the interviews I did, I didn't know what I was signing up for. I just walked in, said, you know what? Sure, why not? And I just, what do I even say? It's just one of the most beautiful things I had ever witnessed. Just a group of stellar, bright, blazing humans getting together to support an amazing cause and just supporting their fellow humans. I read a blurb the other day, and I'll read it to you again. I promise I'll keep this short. Warrior power lives in the courage of a child beginning to heal, and in the strength of people like you who walk beside them. Together, that power is unstoppable. I have been part of an amazing group of humans who have banded together to build our strength together to support children who need our strength. It is one of the most beautiful displays of human compassion and effort I have ever seen. You all in chat right now, there's almost 100 of you. You all are watching this happen live. There's so many of us here. There's so many of us that you don't see in this call. That is the real power we are seeing here, the power of friendship when we all come together. And and make great things happen. It's a little bit cliche, but I genuinely believe in that. And I have to thank every single one of you here for making that a reality. And of course, special thanks to Sal for putting all this together to begin with. Thank you.
Hey, Sal, how you feeling?
I heard that.
I'm crying. I am crying now. I also see something. We're going to give our donations person a second for that. So Lola, your turn.
Well, I'm just a silly bunny. I'm around communities. If you see me around, feel free to say hi. And I love seeing my province do so good because I'm from Alberta. It's super cool. And thank you, of course, Sal, for having me and giving me the opportunity, even though this is only my second time as producer. And last but not least, big shout out to my wife, Astrid. Find her on Twitter, Astrid Horror Girl. I love her. And my best friends, whoever you are. You know who you are.
Astrid is very cool. Unfortunately, Astrid runs a bunch of games that are not safe for this marathon.
No.
So, you know, we appreciate and love our horror friends. And goodness gracious, you all keep going. Okay, we're gonna allow Turtle to go before we go back to Anade. Hi, Turtle.
Hi. Okay. Yeah. Prevent-A-Thon 6 has been a marathon of many firsts for me. This was my first games committee. This was my first time hosting. This was my first time having my run crash and have to be mercy killed. But hopefully those first two are the first of many, and I'll be back in Prevent-A-Thon 7 with my Salty Moth Planet run back, so stay tuned for that.
That's already in the plans for sure. Hey, Nade.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's things you need to read.
Yeah, so we have reached an all-time new high. How much we have raised in a single Prevent-A-Thon event. We have a couple of laughs here for those of us who have maybe been crying. $25 from Icariosa saying that hot mic earlier was extra spicy. Love you, Pat Fam. Less than 3. We also
sorry.
We had another $5 from Icariosa saying, also, I'm so lonely in the producer chat.
We'll come back to you soon.
Yep.
Oh, thank you. All right. That wraps up the GC and producer folks. I have some more words for you all when it's my turn. But first, we have Genesis here holding out tech for us as part of the tech team.
Yeah, hello everybody. I'm the idiot who had the hot mic on, but it's okay. I fixed it. It's always amazing to be able to work on events like this. And God, so has it been like 6 years, 7 years that we've known each other?
It's no, because I haven't been in speedrunning that long.
You sure? I seem to remember
Early
you being
2023.
with Noga.
Early
No
2023
way.
is when I got involved with Noga. Yeah.
Wow, it feels like it's been so much longer.
I know it feels like so much longer.
Needless to say, I've known you for a while, even though it's not that long, I guess. But being able to work on stuff like this with you, and of course all the volunteers, is always a joy. And I am glad I was able to help out. I always wish I could do more, despite your and Cub's vehement arguments about it. But yeah, just being able to help out and always contribute to a good cause all the time. It doesn't matter what event we're doing. It's always a very fun experience. And thank you to, of course, all the staff, all the runners, all the volunteers, and Cell, of course, for being the one who brought us all together to make something amazing like this happen.
Dang, and now it's my turn. I have to try and stop crying enough to say all this. So
that was part of the ending.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I will get to the
I'd
total
offer you
amount
my
shortly.
handkerchief, but I've already been using it.
Yes, you keep that. I think you need that as well, James. So I'm going to start off with shouting out all the staff. Legitimately, I couldn't ask for a better group of people to run this event with. You all are so incredible, and you bring so many things to the table, things that when I first started this, I never would have dreamt that I would get to work with people who had some of these skills. In particular, I want to shout out both Colin and Cubs, because oh my goodness, the amount of work they put on in the background. We've built a whole new team. We have an infrastructure team now, which is like building all of our tech. If you were a runner or volunteer, you may have seen Patbot like posting things, and that is Colin and Cubs putting a ton of work into that. They put so much work, so much troubleshooting, huge amounts of love to both of them, because they're helping build this to be something absolutely massive. And of course, huge love as well to our host staff, Anade, Alara, Aska, and Mesha, because literally they do so much work there. There's always someone on at all times helping out our hosts. And so they have incredibly busy weekends. They are so busy. And the same goes for tech staff. That's Cubs, Nick, RP Green, and Genesis. They also are always on, at least one of them at all times. And so they're so busy, those two teams. And you do such important work. Thank you. I also want to send much love to Ice Blue, who had a family emergency in the middle of the event and has been away. We love you, Ice. And we send you all of the love. And as well, there was a ton of people who were sick throughout the event, be that runners, volunteers, even staff members. We are sending much love and strength to you as well, and hopefully quick recoveries. I also want to shout out producers as head of production. Y'all were incredible to work with. You make my job so much easier. Unbelievably so. This event was so much harder before we had producers. And I no longer am basically dead anymore at the end of the event. I actually get to, go and cook meals and sleep because we have producers. So thank you to all of you. I'm excited for some things hopefully to come up in 2026 around production, which makes me sad to say this might actually be my last event as head of production. But we'll get to that in a second. Tech team, I already shouted out tech team, but I'm going to shout out you all again, because our tech producers, our tech volunteers dealt with a system that kept changing. And we kept pinging the poor restreamers, got so many pings throughout the event. And I appreciate you all adjusting to the changes and the things, and producers as well getting pinged going, hey, we need to change how we do this. Y'all were absolute saints. We're going to sit down and figure out how to make this better for next event, because, oh goodness, as much as it drove you all nuts, probably, it was driving us even more nuts. So, sorry, language. That is not polite. It drove us a little wild. We'll go with that. And then more generally, to every volunteer and runner, this event is so much bigger than Pat 5. And when I say that, I mean we had like 20 more volunteers who we accepted. We had slightly fewer runners, but that's also because we took a whole day of RPGs. So that's on us as games committee. But so many people, and just seeing the growth and seeing among all the volunteers, people being willing to work together, and someone going, hey, I need someone to cover for me, and people just jumping in. That is so beautiful to see, and it makes me happy, because it shows that there's people who are here and you care, and we're a team, and I really saw that there was a team.
Make Cell cry. Make Cell cry.
Make Cell cry.
Hey guys, that was a record time for that.
Now. In exciting news, I'm going to talk about 2026 here. I do not have any firm details. The plan is we will do 2 events again, as always, one in the spring, one in the fall. When exactly? I'll get back to you about that in probably about a month after the organizers meet, because we need to chat about that. But some other things you can expect to see is there's lots of things we have cooking in the background. We tried some new things. Interstitials was a new thing that we tried, would love to keep expanding on that. There will likely be some new staff opening up. Not because people are leaving, but because we're growing so much that we need to expand. And so keep an eye on the Discord for that. Keep an eye on socials. I'll be posted there as well. You don't necessarily need to be the most experienced person. We go for vibes and we go for the right fit. So expanding always scares me a little because I want to be responsible in our expansions, but I have a feeling that 2026 will be time to bring some more people. Or you could be like Rio, who, by the way, Rio is back on social staff now, so congrats to Rio for the promotion again. Yeah, Rio applied because she didn't read it was for staff and thought it was for volunteers, and oopsie, Rio staff. And so, yeah, that will be some stuff in person, ? That's all I'm going to say. But yeah, there's a lot of cool things that we have planned that we would love to do. We'll see where things go. But truly, these events are not possible without all of you. Genuinely, every single person who's watching, who's been in the chat, who's in the call, who's been a volunteer, who is a runner. This event is not possible without all of you. Before I do the very final sign-off, Anade, is there anything else you need to say?
I think there's a couple of things. We ended up with a total of 160 donations, a $3,649.06 total. And last two donations, one is $3 from Accio, saying, being a part of charity marathons always makes me feel good because I'm helping raise money for great causes. I love you all, and also trans rights are human rights. And $25 from Crying%. I recently found the speedrunning community and it gave me hope. I found a community, I found a family, I found a tribe. It's changed my life. Thank you so much.
Thank you all so much, yeah. And we have now raised $3,649 Canadian for Little Warriors. This is a new personal best. Shannon, our charity contact, is going to be amazed when I talk to her this week, and probably a little surprised because I'm really surprised. But thank you all so much. Now it is getting late, and so I think we're gonna go to the credits. Prepare to cry because I cried making these. So we'll see you all next time. Stick around for the raid.
We're gonna go black for a second. I'm sorry about it.